all good.
What do you take away points straight away after a game like that, John? It got pretty interesting at the end. They were able to find a little bit.
Yeah, they sort of came with a hurry at the end, didn't they? They got a few out of the CB, which I think is one of the things we're going to see this year, is a bit of that ebbs and flows, and the CB becomes pretty important because once it gets in there and it's even numbers, it gets a bit challenging. So, but from our viewpoint, we got what we wanted out of the game. It was a good hit out for our guys. We saw some of the things we've been working on. Probably a bit slow to start, but then found our way into the groove, and I was really happy with what we did.
They kicked 5 in a row in the last quarter and got pretty close. I mean, anyone that says that even the summer showdown doesn't mean anything.
No.
One ball brigade then was crouch and Sloan, so you were loading up.
Oh, I think that's just the way the rotations worked out, to be honest. And it was, we were sort of still managing guys as we wanted to through the end of the game. So, and they're keen to win. They're competitive beasts. Our players, they're going to play. They're keeping score. They want to win. So that's not a bad attitude to have.
The performance of Rory, Sloan, Brad Crouch, Brodie Smith today is just another reminder of what you were missing last year at times, and fully fit team. Yeah, and it's you mentioned those guys, but there's a whole range of other guys as well who've had really good pre-seasons and off-seasons, and it was good for them to be able to play today and play to the level we know they're capable of, and that just builds their confidence going into the season proper.
How did the players find the heat today?
Yeah, it was a tough day. I mean, that was certainly pretty trying conditions out there with the temperature where it got to, and we were really mindful before the game about the welfare of our players and making sure that they were going to be looked after. Obviously, we got 6 days into GWS up in Canberra, so we wanted to make sure that we come out of this as well as we can and prepare for that game. So you were seeing the last half. I think we dropped it down to 2 flat 25s, which I think was smart in the state of the day, which was we don't want to risk the welfare of our players. That's paramount. Yeah, because it was fantastic out here. I mean, it was ground was in great shape. No complaints about the surface. The facility's magnificent. Obviously, they spent some money up here on a great new facility. So, always good to come out to the regional area and the people get behind the footy. And it was great to see them turn up.
You were comfortable with the measures that were put in place to deal with the heat game-wise?
Yeah, I must admit, going into the game, I was a little bit concerned about how it was going to get if it really got hot and the breeze died away. There was enough breeze out there to probably just keep things going, and we were constantly talking to our players about how they were feeling, and clearly it was hot. The same for both teams, but as I said up front, I was probably a bit worried going in, the impact if it got into the mid-40s, for instance, what that was going to do for players, and as I say, their long-term welfare is paramount to us.
What did you think of Eddie's game today? Not just his 4 goals, but his chasing. It just looked like the old Eddie was back after.
Yeah, he was very good, and I thought our forwards overall were very good in that space as well. I thought some of the pressure they were able to put on, when the ball came into their area, made it hard at times for Port to transition the ball, which is again a good reward for the effort those guys have been putting in that space.
Injury-wise?
I think pretty much all clear. A couple of precautionary ones late. Riley Knight, I think, just jammed his foot up a little bit, but we're pretty hopeful that'll be all right. There was just no risk with him. I don't know if there's anyone else significant at this point. No.
Do you plan on managing guys next week, or do you try and take the last JLT game like you've been getting ready for round 1?
Yeah, we'll probably do a dress rehearsal for round 1. We're sort of thinking today we had 26 and we used pretty much the 26. The two, Miles and Chase Jones didn't come on till midway through the second quarter, so we could get some minutes into guys early. But we just got to get them ready to play what's going to be 100 minutes of footy come round 1. So we'll probably go with a squad that will allow us to do that and give our sort of most likely line up a good hit out for in prep for round 1.
Tom, do you think you've created an Eddie Betts flank at Memorial Oval?
Which one was over the other side there?
Yeah.
He's always capable of doing that, Eddie. He's a pleasure to watch, Eddie. He's a pleasure to coach, and it was it's good to see him back. He was, as I said before, he was dynamic both with the ball and without the ball today. So sets him up well for a good season. Thanks, guys.